Yesterday, I received a call from my cousin and she said she wants me to help her to be able to change her life in 2024. And one of the things that she said in our discussion was that she has watched me intentionally, deliberately change my life, and she wants to change her life in 2024. And that got me thinking, overcomers. If this is your first time seeing my face, I just want to say welcome, and to all the overcomers, love you. Just few years behind, I was so frustrated. I felt so unfulfilled in life. But one day I became very uncomfortable with my situation, and I started taking baby steps toward transforming my life. You know, I just want you to know that everybody is at a different level and everybody faces their own challenge in life. Some people are struggling financially, some people are struggling with their health, some people are struggling with their relationship, and it's just different, and everybody is at their own point in their life. I want you to know that it doesn't matter what you are struggling with, you know, so long as you are able to make a 1% change every day in your life, things are definitely going to get better. You know, sometimes you are at a point where you feel so defeated and it's like, wow. After I ended the call with my cousin, and then I began to ask myself, but what are the steps that I actually took to be able to change my life? What are the things that I actually did that made a difference in my life? And in today's video, those are the things I want to share with you, overcomers, that at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide that is going to help you to start making gradual changes towards a better you. If you think about your life where you are now and think about where you plan to be, where you desire to be in the future, the question is, how am I going to close that gap in between? And in this video, I'm going to be walking you step by step how you can do that. Personally, I came to the United States as a student, and as a student with your visa status, you are not able to work. There were many times that I felt like, oh, I was behind. But one day I asked myself, who do I actually compare myself with? Am I comparing myself with people I see on social media? Or who are the people I'm comparing myself with? And I said, no, there is only one Delphine in the whole wide world. And overcomer, I want you to know that there is only one you in the whole wide world. And the only person you can compare yourself with is just yourself. I came to realize that if I want to ever compare myself, the only thing I can do is to compare my yesterday with my today. You know, where was I yesterday? Did I improve in any way today? And tomorrow, am I going to be able to improve in any way? And when I started doing that, I realized that, wow, there was a big change, there was a big improvement, because I was looking at how I can get better each day. And overcomer, I want you to know something. Sometimes we feel like it is too late. It is never too late. I was reading an article one day and I found that the founder of McDonald's actually founded it when he was 52 years old. The founder of Adidas actually founded it when he was 49 years old. The founder of Walmart founded it when he was 44 years old. And guess what? The founder of KFC founded it when he was 62 years old. Overcomers, I want you to know that age does not matter. What is that dream thing that you've always wanted to do? What is that dream business that you've always wanted to start? But you as an individual can decide today and say, oh, the founder of this company founded it at, you put your own age. Overcomer, I want you to know that in the era in which we live in, distance is no longer a problem. It doesn't matter whether you are in Cameroon, it doesn't matter whether you are in Nigeria, it doesn't matter whether you are in China, it doesn't matter where you find yourself. You can create any business online in any other country. I know it can be tough, but you know what? It is possible. With so many distributive platforms, we are able to start any business that we want. We can start print-on-demand businesses. We can start KDP. We can work as freelancers on places like Fiverr. We can work on places like Upwork. We can start businesses on Etsy. Overcomers, the possibilities are many. One of the things that have been very helpful for me is that every year, what I do is that I take stock of my life. And the way I use it, I use the Wheel of Life. So I'm going to show you today, and I'm going to give you a free copy of the Wheel of Life that you can download and follow and also design your life. So this is a Wheel of Life that I drew. So the idea behind the Wheel of Life is that when you look at a car, how the car drives, it has a very smooth drive because the wheels are smooth. But just imagine that some areas are bumpy in that car. What will happen? The ride is not going to be smooth. So when it comes to the Wheel of Life, we have something like this, like a circle. And you have the ability to rate it from 0 till 10, to rate how you feel about each area of your life. So these are the areas that I have here. Let's think about your health. Let's say that maybe when it comes to your health, you feel like you are not doing well health-wise, then it's going to be somewhere here. Friends, maybe you don't have so many friends as you desire. Maybe relationship, how is your relationship? Maybe it's so good. Maybe your relationships are so good. So it can be like up here. Fun and recreation. Just go ahead and feel it, how you feel regarding each of these areas that are found on this wheel. And when you are done with it, you might be able to have something like this. I want you to connect all the points on your wheel. And when you connect them, you will see how bumpy is that. Is it a good ride? If actually that was a wheel and you were riding it, is it going to be a good ride? Maybe your finance can be here at 2, and then we have other areas like right here at 8, 9. Then you see that it's not a very good ride. Now, what do you do at this point? After you've plotted this, I want you to know that if some areas are too low and some areas are too high, the areas that are too low are going to impact the areas that are high negatively. For example, let's say that maybe your finance is low, maybe you are struggling financially. And if you are struggling financially, then that might also impact your fun and recreation negatively. Or maybe because you are having so much fun, having so much entertainment, and you are not having time to be able to work on your finances, or you are not able to have time for personal growth and development. So you need to just take your time, study it, and see how each sector is related to another. If you have watched this video up to this point, I want to encourage you to like it, and if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and become a part of the family. So when you are done with all of this, I want you to know that some areas might be impacting other areas. For example, personally, if my environment is not good, it's going to affect so many other areas in my life, and so I will not be able to have a smooth ride. I need to pause and work on that environment, and it's going to impact every other thing in my life. So overcomers, I want you to take your time and work on this wheel. I'm going to put it down below, plot it, and see the areas in which you are struggling. So when you are done plotting this, I want you to focus on 3 main areas that as you enter into 2024, you are going to focus on 3 main areas. Let's say, for example, you are struggling financially. Then maybe you have to focus on your finance. Maybe you are struggling health-wise. Maybe you have to focus on your health, and maybe you are also struggling on your personal growth. Then maybe you need to develop yourself. And sometimes maybe you've developed yourself so much, you've learned a lot online, you've learned about KDP, you've learned about Etsy, you've learned how to do one thing or the other, but you are not putting those things in action. It means that your knowledge is so high, but your finance is very low. So now you need to focus on, how do I start putting these things into action? So I want you to choose 3 main areas. And when you choose those 3 main areas, I want you to write a goal. Where do you want to see yourself by the end of December 2024? What are the things that you want to achieve? Do you want to be able to make up to $100,000? If so, now break it into small chunks. If you want to be able to have made $100,000 by the end of 2024, how much do you need to make every month to be able to accomplish that goal? And what are the things that you have to do every week to be able to accomplish that goal? What are the things that you have to do every day to be able to accomplish that goal? So you need to break it down, start from that end goal and bring it down until you get to the daily goals. When you get to the daily goals, now I want you to make sure that before you go to bed every day, think about the things you want to achieve the following day. And when you plan it out, you get up in the morning ready to already achieve those things, overcomers. And so when you get up, you have those things in your mind, you are focused to be able to accomplish those goals that day. And when you keep doing that every day, you will see how you'll be improving. And it's okay if you are not able to do something. It's okay if you plan something and you are not able to achieve it. It's okay. You just push it to the next day, but don't procrastinate. Keep working hard. There are so many things that I show on the channel here, overcomers, that if you begin to implement those things, your life is going to change. And when I look back and I see how I myself started implementing these things in my life, now I have so many different sources of income. And today I'm so grateful that I started taking those baby steps. From the beginning, it seems as if it was so small. I made mistakes, I struggled along the line, but I kept going. So long as I was improving each day, I knew that something has to come out. So overcomers, I want you to know that the future is bright. I want you to know that you can take 1 year to change your life. I want you to know that there are 3 types of people. 1, they run away from something. 2, they move towards something. And 3, they just stay indifferent. So I don't know in what position you find yourself, but I want to encourage you that you can move toward your dream. You know, when you are indifferent is the worst place to be. Some people just move with the trend. When everybody is doing something, they also do the same thing. When the government is predicting this, everybody just stay the same. You know, you are not taking any change in your life. That's the worst place to be. But I want to encourage you, overcomer, that this year 2024, as you move into this year, take this time in December that is remaining and take stock of your life. Use this wheel and take stock of your life and plan how you want your 2024 to be. And when you begin to make these small changes, overcomers, I want to let you know that you will thank yourself tomorrow. So if you are thinking of a skill that you want to learn, overcomer, I want to encourage you to click on the next video and you will learn a skill that you can start even without any capital. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Love you all so much and I wish you all the best. Love you all so much. Bye bye.